one. Punch storm, the festival maniac. It's time for case to rap brainiac. Just talk, divorce, at any cost. You lost the microphone boss. Samuel, the duo, incredible. For the war, stronger than Red Bull. They got the Alpine, got the follow rhyme. Yo, rewind, my time, not the time. Time currency, the voice, the epitome.
I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of the Rap Box. Coming in with a little bit of chaos and maestro, Detroit hip hop group. This is Rhyme Clinic. Today, the host, Perfect Eclipse. I'm gonna be here as the MC also, introducing the group Rhyme Clinic. So, partner right here, Negative, / DJ Death Touch,
aka Venom,
unless he got a twin. And today we're gonna talk about Rhyme Clinic, the group. We're gonna talk about the Boombap movement. We're gonna talk about the Glden Era revival. So that's just a rundown of what's gonna be on today's show. Like I said once again, that was Chaos and Maestro on the tunes. Group out of Detroit. You might want to check out if you haven't heard them before. And we're gonna get it started with this. So how was Rhyme Clinic started?
Okay, I try to do it brief as possible. Rhyme Clinic came about around 2002. We had a crew called Rhyme Asylum, and we were at the time when we were looking for names to name the crew. Rhyme Asylum and Rhyme Clinic were the two names that kind of had got picked out of the long list, and then we voted on it, and Rhyme Asylum got picked for the crew, and then we just took Rhyme Clinic, me and Perfect Eclipse, because we were already thinking about doing like a subgroup, you know what I'm saying, and reminiscent of like a lot of duo groups that came, before us or whatnot. So that's pretty much how we formed Rhyme Clinic, and that's how we got the name. And it's just basically a group that promotes consciousness, self-awareness.
Lyrical Fearful.
We came up with a term, Lyrical Fearful, which
Boombap.
The Boombap sound is our platform.
Glden Era.
And the Glden Era revival is basically what, our persona. I'll let you tell them kind of what that is.
Well, the Glden Era revival is, we doing what we always been doing, because we never stop. But the Glden Era revival is us doing what we doing, spreading it to the world, and reviving that feeling that people used to have about hip-hop. Just reviving that feeling, or making them want to do that aspect of hip-hop that they used to do, but they stopped doing for some reason. Whichever aspect it may be, beatboxing, MCing, breaking, DJing, graffiti, whichever thing they did, even if they was the entrepreneurial aspect and just stopped doing it. We reviving that feeling in them, and we've been doing a good job of that. So, because we see a lot of people bringing out old tools, I should say, that they used to use in hip hop, bringing out the SPs and blowing the dust off of them. So I can say we're doing a good job of the Glden Era revival, and that's really what it is.
Reviving that whole era and keeping it present today. There's no such thing as it died, or that was back then, that's old school. No, it's right now. We're doing it right now, current, nothing old about it. We bringing back that whole feeling with the music too, with the lyrics, concepts, consciousness, freestyle type raps. Just a lot of times people, especially the older hip hop generation, is starting to get into this. I don't know. This is how I look at it. They get into this little mode of like, well, I'm older now. I've matured, or my sound is mature. I still do hip hop, but my sound is evolved and it's mature. What we're doing is evolved. It's the same. It's. I want to say it's the same thing, because it's not. But we're just taking that feeling.
We ain't evolved or nothing, really. We just got better.
Pretty much.
And then,
You know.
like, y'all switch over to something else, you got worse, because now you got to start over.
Exactly.
But that's a different topic.
Right.
We're going to keep it on what we was talking about.
We'll do
Rhyme
that.
Clinic.
We'll do that on Negatives Rants.
Yeah, we're going to have a segment called Negatives Rants on the Rap Box. So y'all tune into that. Y'all want to get some rawness of... I mean, I'm going to still be the questionnaire, but the rawness of the answers, if y'all want some of that, then tune in to Negatives Rants, which will be another segment on the Rap Box.
If y'all like Vlad TV's, when you think Lord Jamar is bad from Brand Nubian on Vlad TV, where you get a load of my rants.
We got Negatives Rants, but we're going to get back to the next topic at hand, which is the Boombap movement. And the Boombap movement starts with, of course, the music, you know. Boombap. Well, actually, it starts with the people. The people make the music, but the sound of it is the boombap. You know, snares and kicks that you can hear that are heavy. You know how they supposed to sound, not light, like pencils to paper. Tat, not that, but heavy. Usually made with the SP or the S950. Or the MP, or you sample them, or I mean, y'all know all this if y'all really do hip hop. But if some of our viewers are not, then that's how you would do that. But Boombap movement, and we got the 10-point program and platform. We're gonna give you a rundown of that. Now we're just gonna go through the regular 10 points, 1 through 10. We have like in depth,
Right.
detailed about each point, but you can get that. Just email us at whosreflection@gmail.com. Yeah, so we're gonna let Negative go over that.
Okay. You know, like as Clip said, the 10 points. We kind of did it in the tradition and respect of the Black Panthers 10-point program. So let me get started. Point number 1. We want awareness taught for all 10 elements of hip-hop culture. Yes, I said 10. Point number 2, we want a full total understanding and knowledge about hip-hop's history. Point number 3, we want a positive portrayal of hip-hop culture. Point number 4, we want to preserve hip-hop's golden era boom-bap sound. Point number 5, we want respected, not relevant hip-hop artists present doing award shows or ceremonies. Point number 6, we want a complete overhaul for hip-hop music on commercial radio. Point number 7, we want all elder hip-hop artists and pioneers to be respected at all times. Point number 8, we want fans and artists of the hip-hop culture to take responsibility for the hip-hop content, knowledge, and images that are promoted and presented as representing hip-hop. Point number 9, we want hip-hop to be recognized as a legitimate culture and way of life that promotes right knowledge, self-awareness, and fun. And last, point number 10, we want all elements and aspects of hip-hop culture to be acknowledged equally. We encourage each person to find what he or she is good at so that they may contribute effectively. And that's the Boombap Movement's 10-point program and platform. And yeah, that's that.
So there it is. Like I said, if you want a more in-depth detail about each point that he just stated, then just email us at whosreflection@gmail.com. That's WHOZREFLECTION@gmail.com. And we can get you a copy of that. You can pass it around to other fellow hip-hoppers. And the Boombap movement, as I stated before, is a group of hip-hoppers that uphold the culture and true essence of hip-hop and show respect to those that came before them. That's the Boombap movement in a nutshell. So, this will conclude this segment of the Rap Box. We talked about Rhyme Clinic. We talked about the Golden Era Revival. We talked about the Boombap movement. So, we're going to end it out. The next segments that we do will be Who's Reflection segment, where we'll talk about the records, our plaques on the wall that we have from the record label Who's Reflection. We'll go through all of those albums. We'll go more in detail about our upcoming album, which is Lyrical Fearful, the Golden Era Revival. I should say it's a triple album. Once again, triple album, Lyrical Fearful, the Golden Era Revival is the title of the triple album. So that's what we're gonna do in the next Who's Reflection segment is go over all the albums that came out. We're gonna go over our album, and also we're gonna have negatives, rants. So stay tuned to the Rap Box, and we're gonna end y'all out with a little bit.
Did you tell them, I probably want you to pay attention, we'll be going in depth a little more about Rhyme Clinic's history
Oh
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah, y'all get that. So once again, it's the Boombap movement, the Golden Era Revival, and this is Rap Box.
I think
Gonna
I'm
end y'all
starting
with a little bit of Naughty by Nature.
I think I'm starting to like this show.
Yeah, it's a good show.